It is BYU Basketball Media Day. Head coach Dave Rose on set here with us right now. We'll get to him in just a moment. You can watch his official press conference tonight at 6:30 Eastern on the BYUtv Sports YouTube page.
And the 8th-ranked women's volleyball team plays at St. Mary's tonight in West Coast Conference play in Moraga. 10 Eastern time. Cougars 15-1 this year.
Not bad. Let's introduce the head basketball coach at BYU with our stat of the day, Jerem.
It's the BYU Sports Nation Stat of the Day.
BYU men's basketball returns 8 players with starting experience. That's a lot.
Coach, you've handled just about any and every scenario. Teams with a lot of experience coming back, teams with no experience coming back. 8 players with starting experience. Where does that factor into your confidence level going into a new season?
Well, we're really excited. I think that you tease this segment with what I'm most excited about this year's is just the fact that we get to play again. The fact we ended the season probably as disappointing as any season we've ever had with 2 losses, and they were both by quite a large margin. And so it's been a long summer, been a long break, and we're anxious to get back out on the floor and play again. So the fact that we've got a lot of guys who have played is a good thing. I like the diversity of this team. It'll be interesting to see how we come together and how we actually perform. But I like the group, I like the work ethic, and I just like the competitive feel that we have with the guys right now.
Hype can be a good thing. People are excited about stuff, so they talk about it, right? Last year, there was a lot of conversation, a lot of excitement. It's been very quiet this offseason. Has that been a good thing for your program to get in the gym and do the work you need to do?
Well, I don't think I can control, and I don't have my guys control anything from the outside. From the inside, we can control a lot of things, and I think that the guys have been really focused. I think that the guys returning from their mission, the 4 guys that are returning, they understand the fact that we haven't been to the tournament in 2 years in a row, first time for a long time that we've kind of a drought of 2 years in a row, and that's a big focus for those returning guys. 3 of those guys have actually the only 3 guys in our program that have been to an NCAA tournament. That is a big experience factor that you need to have on your team, where guys expect to go, they've been, and the new guys that come in feel that from them. So that's a good thing. And then I really like just the fact that our younger guys from last year are back with, I think they're in a lot better shape. I think that they have a lot better focus. The hours in the practice center and in the annex, you can see have really paid off. When fans see our team, they're going to see a really physical, strong team that's ready to compete, I think. I'm
shocked by Luke Worthington and Dalton Nixon physically. Luke has lost a lot of weight. He looks really good. And then Dalton has bulked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are a bunch of guys like that.
Yeah, and I think that you don't know what really motivates a guy, on his mission to change his eating habits and try to change his body a little bit and exercise and work out every day. But those 2 especially. And then Zach Selya, since he's been home, is a bigger version of himself as a freshman, bigger, stronger. And, we're really looking forward to just how they compete, how they mesh together. But the guys have done the work. Now it's just time to let's get together and put a team out there that can be really successsul.
What's the overall health of your team like right now?
Well, everything's great except, Ryan Andrews had a issue a couple weeks ago when his knee started swelling. They tried to manage it a little bit, but he actually had a surgical procedure the other day, and so he'll be out a few weeks. But for the rest of the guys, we have not missed much at all as far as practice time. Elijah's back really healthy. TJ had a little procedure during the spring, but the 13 weeks that we've been together, the 8 weeks in the summer semester, and then the 5 weeks that we've had so far, the guys are really engaged, ready to roll.
Terry Nashif has been running the defense, then the offense for several years. He resigned. You rehired Heath Troy, who literally was coaching here before Yoli Childs was born. What kind of impact has Coach Troyer had on the program so far?
Well, first of all, the situation with Terry, I mean, this is my first season that I've coached without Terry. I mean,
how you doing
as a head coach, and it's tough. I mean, I miss the guy. He did so much for our program. Plus, his personality was just fun to be around. And we've had lunch 2 or 3 times, but I only see him 2 or 3 times a month, and instead of seeing him, every day. But he's doing well, and he's got himself in a great career, and we he'll be around. I think he's going to do some of the games on radio this year, so we'll be able to see him a little bit more. But having Heath is a whole different personality. I mean, it kind of changes the whole dynamics of our office. Heath's got a real intense personality, and he's a 24/7 guy, and he's basketball from sun up to sundown, and I like that. I like that, and how it has kind of spread through the office and through the other guys and into our players. I think that he's a very intense guy, and I think that, you know, the fans who followed us, you know, 16, 17, 18 years ago, you're getting a little more polished version of Heath, but every bit as excited and energetic as he was back when we were going years ago.
We've seen in the past with you and your staff different responsibilities that each coach has, whether it be calling offensive plays, defensive plays, different personnel situations. How did the coaching responsibilities break up this year?
Well, I think that we've adjusted a lot of things. Two things were really important for us in the offseason. One is to be a better defensive team as far as guarding the three-point line. The three-point line has always been a real benefit for us, and this past year we got burned at the three-point line. Other teams made more than we did. Their percentage wasn't good, but they shot so many, and so we have to change the philosophy so that teams just can't get as many threes off. And then our as a half-court offensive team, we really wanted to become more diverse. Instead of just being a quick hit, call, play, that's a 3 or 4 or 5 second time. We wanted to be more of have a continuity offense where everybody is positionless and everybody can kind of get involved in both ends of a screen and roll, ability to post up. Guards can get inside, post guys can come to the perimeter, and not so much having a play called. Every time we do something, and I think you'll see differences in those two areas, extremely big differences as far as our transition game, our ability to offensive rebound and score, our ability to get to the free throw line. I think those things will be pretty similar, and then, you know, we'll always be a pretty good transition team. That's kind of our bread and butter. To answer your question about the coaching responsibilities, it's, you know, Heath has come in and really helped us in a lot of areas that, you know, I think the players have really enjoyed. They really benefit from it. And then Quincy's, you know, he's got you know, defensive responsibilities. But what I've really tried to do is try to have all of us be involved in everything, so our guys who are comfortable with whatever coach can get the same information from everybody. And so I hope that's what we see, you know, when we get started playing.
8 newcomers on this squad, some junior college transfers, some freshmen, some returned missionaries. What kind of injection of energy and life will they give to this team, you think?
Well, the 3 new guys, you know, that are Rylan and Jashir and KB, those are the guys that are here for the first time. The rest of the guys have all McKay Cannon is also a walk-on that, you know, is really involved in what we've been doing, has really played well with us. And we don't know if he's going to, I mean, right now he's not eligible to play this year because of transfer rules, but those guys are really, they're excited every day. I mean, there's no lag, there's no drop-off, there's no from one day to another. Those guys come and they're ready to go. And I think it's really helped the rest of the guys. The missionaries are so excited to play because they've been doing other stuff, you know, for the last few years.
They're not knocking doors anymore.
And they're really, this is, I know it's right after conference, but I will tell you, this is a lot more fun than what they've been doing, you know. And, although
it's hard.
Although they enjoyed that, but,
yeah.
But this is what they want to do, and this is what they're excited about doing, and they're ready to play. Okay,
now the hard-hitting question. Can you beat Gonzaga in Spokane without Corbin Kaufusi?
I don't know. We might bring him just to go. I hope he's not in a combine week or something, and we can just bring him in, dress him, and, you know, have him run around a little bit, and just bring the luck. The karma's good with Corb.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Nick's done all right too.
Yeah.
This is kind of a new group, a new season. You know, for you, new coaches, new guys. You have 20 days until the Cougar tip-off. So what do you hope to accomplish between now and then?
Well, I think the most important thing, we've spent a lot of time together, but it's been in short spurts. We need to get ourselves in game shape. We need to get ourselves, you know, with some type of pecking order, you know, as far as roles for the guys and it's really kind of wide open right now. We've got those 4 returning starters from last year. Zach returning, Luke and Dalton both started games. I mean, there's a lot there to kind of, figure out and find which groups mesh together the best. And that's probably the most important thing. Get ourselves in game shape and then find the groups of guys that we can get started with early and be really successful. Usually the groups that you start with aren't the groups that you end with, but we've got to be really good from start to finish. It's not like you can go into the season, just kind of flounder around there. I mean, in where we sit in the basketball world, it's really important for us to be good the first day and be even better the last day.
I know you're a big fan of a lot of the BYU sports on campus and involved as a fan. BYU football obviously struggling right now. You've dealt with slumps and whatnot. How do you help your team break out of that mentally? What do you do as a coach to approach that?
Well, the most important thing is to make sure that the guys think that you think they're good. I mean, they got to get healthy. That's the biggest issue. You can take a lot of football teams across the country and give them their third-string quarterback and try to go win games on the road. That's going to be a tough chore, okay? It's not just BYU. You go study a little bit and find out who's winning football games. It's usually the first-string quarterback that's got a little bit of experience, okay?
Yeah.
And that's a big position in the game. And we've got big positions in our game, but to me, that's the most important thing. Make sure the coaches stay really positive with the guys and know that they really believe, and then get healthy and get a chance to do what you're really good at.
You haven't been on social media very much, but now you are on Instagram. But it's a private account.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know what it is. It's it's an account where I posted 3 pictures and I've had a few little hashtags, that I've brought in. But,
Yeah.
You're in the hashtag game?
Yeah, my daughter actually commented that she liked my hashtags. So, but I think I got about 46 people that are following me.
All family,
I did
some
it,
friends?
I did it at our alumni basketball game.
Yes.
Day a few weeks ago because I want to follow all these guys. And my wife convinced me for 3 months. She follows a lot of the former players, and then every night I'd look at them and follow. And I just got to the point, you know what? This is good. I need to know when these kids when they're having babies. I need to know when the kids are getting baptized and they're graduating from high school now, which is wild. But all these former players of mine, that's really why I've set the thing up. And I've got a lot of people that have requested me to follow.
Including me.
I hope they don't know that they've requested because I haven't accepted them.
I know.
Because I'm trying. Oh, you do know that.
Well, I just haven't seen anything show up yet. So I
I
assume that you hadn't. I assume that you would have added me.
Okay. Yeah, well. We talked a lot about some of the issues that would come up as a result of me, and this is one. I'm sorry.
This is one.
I'm just sorry. You don't belong.
You haven't even tried me out, Coach. How do you know?
But it's the group that I want to have. It doesn't involve.
Listen, I just want to be on the outside of the inside. Does
but
that
you
make
are
sense?
producing our show.
BYU basketball, Dave Rose.
Yes,
so that's probably merits to get in.
Maybe I might be able to slide you in there because I have some criteria.
Yeah.
Small steps.
Yeah.
Small
That's
steps.
November 28th, by the way. So the BYU football with Kalani Sitake graduates to BYU basketball with Dave Rose in November 28th.
Yeah, seamless transition.
Greg Rubel's hosting. I'm behind the scenes with our fantastic.
Hey, I'm just proud of you that you have an Instagram account.
And
That's good. That's progress.
Thank you very much. I went for a long time where I said that there's not a chance in the world that that's going to happen, and I actually
Look at you.
changed my mind.
Look at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a progressive outlook. Hashtag Rose Swag.
Caffeine on campus. Dave Rose on Instagram.
What is
Everything's
happening?
going crazy.
I will tell you this, that I purchased a 12-pack of Diet Coke at the Creamery the other night and brought it home to my wife, and she said, "This is the place."
Thank you, Brigham.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brigham.
Didn't it feel wonderful
awesome.
to do that?
Awesome.
Coach, great to have you with us. Some BYU Sports Nation karma to you for the approaching season.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, and 6:30 Eastern Time, Coach Rose will answer less compelling questions from other people at 6:30 Eastern Time on YouTube.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just kidding.
Coming up.
I love our brethren.
Which